After 3 days of trial, the human trafficking case against the owners of Aloun Farms has come to an abrupt end. Federal prosecutors made the startling move of asking a judge to dismiss the charges against Alec and Mike Sue, saying it was, quote, in the interest of justice. The government says it received new information and no longer believes it can meet its burden of proof. In 2004, the Sues hired 44 people from Thailand to work on their farm in Kapolei. They were later accused of underpaying the workers, forcing many of them to live in substandard housing and then threatening deportation. At the start of today's proceedings, the judge told jurors, "The government has moved to dismiss all the charges and I have granted that motion. The jury is dismissed."
We were very much surprised at I guess the government deciding to drop the case this early.
I think the U.S. Attorney's Office finally realized what we realized all along, and that's that this case, this whole prosecution has been baseless and without merit.
The case was not going well, for reasons that we on the outside don't understand, and it was quite a blow.
The attorneys say the case was dismissed with prejudice, meaning the government cannot refile the charges.
And now that the feds have dropped the case, a celebration is underway at Aloun Farms. Our team coverage continues with Ben Gutierrez, who's live in Kapolei tonight with reaction from the Sue brothers themselves. Hello, Ben.
Good evening to you, Keahi. We still have about 40 or 50 people here in the upper area, the employees area at Aloun Farms. We've got the barbecue going. We've got several co-workers who are still here. Now, the celebration, of course, is for the fact that those charges were dismissed, and the celebration really couldn't start until the press conference, which was held here in this pavilion.
With virtually all of their employees with them, the Sue brothers and their attorneys answered questions about the now dismissed case against them.
We've never changed any of our story from day one. We've been wanting to tell the truth. We're wanting to share our story. We know we never mistreated anybody, period.
What the true facts in this case show is that Alec and Mike Sue have been honorable, caring employers for many, many years here in Hawaii. They treated their workers with respect. They did everything they could to follow the law. They treated their workers in the same way that they had treated themselves and lived themselves for many years.
The brothers and their attorneys answered questions for more than 40 minutes, glad that they could finally speak out. The Sue brothers said none of their longtime regular employees left them throughout the years that it took before the case was dismissed. Those workers heard the news from their supervisors in the field.
He shouted that their case is now finished and accused, so we are very glad in also.
The charges that I heard from the news, as I believe it's not true, because when I stay here, they treated us as a brother, as a member of the family.
Employees were given half the day off in order to celebrate the dismissal of the case with food and refreshments, much of it donated by food suppliers and others in the business who supported them. The brothers say they're looking ahead to the future and getting back to business.
Farming, work on a tractor, and work with the people that on the farm would help me manage.
We don't want to hold any grudges on anyone out there. I think certainly if anything, we need to thank those that try to speak the truth. There were a few Thai workers that really, not all of them sign on to the lies.
Now, Alex Sue also told us that while many businesses were still getting their produce, there are some that haven't. And so he said that one immediate bit of concern in business will be to try to reestablish ties with those businesses. We're also looking forward to planning the annual Halloween pumpkin patch that they hold every October. Reporting live from Aloun Farms, Ben Gutierrez, Hawaii News Now.